Hello and welcome. Today I've got this lovely little Singer 720 on the bench. It's a customer's machine, and if you're familiar with the channel, you may have seen a video that I did a couple of years ago now, just over 2 years ago. It's the Singer 700 series buyer's guide, and in that video I went through the things to look out for when buying a Singer 700 series sewing machine. One of the potential major faults with this model of machine is that they have a cam stack that's driven by a plastic gear, and if that plastic gear fails, it's very difficult, if not impossible, to repair if you can't get parts for it. I guess you could 3D print something, but I'm not sure how successful that would be. But anyway, I went through just a general sort of buyer's guide, as the title of the video implied, and I was having a close look at this one, and I thought first thing I do when I test a machine, or whenever I get a customer's machine on the bench, I check for any issues that might be major problems. And I thought first thing I'll do with this one is take the lid off, and I'll have a quick look at the cam stack drive gear. And if you've had a look at the other video, you'll see there that the plastic gear that drives the cam stack has got this big split in it. That's a major issue because it upsets the meshing of the gears and can cause the machine to get to a point where it won't even turn over. You can't turn the hand wheel; it just jams up. As long as you might get away with it if the gear is only slightly cracked. You might not even notice it's a problem, but eventually the crack will just get bigger and bigger until it stops the machine. But I thought I'll better have a look at this machine and just make sure the condition of that gear. Just getting you in for a closer look here. This is the cam stack here. You can see the gear down here. That's the one that I showed on the video there that splits. And on this one, it might be a little bit difficult to tell, but that's actually metal. So this gear here on the top shaft, that's metal. It's actually machined into the shaft itself by the look of that, and it's meshing with a metal gear on the cam stack here. So this is a 720, so yeah, if you ever come across a 720, I'm assuming all of them have metal gears. Maybe not all, but you might want to check first. But if you come across a 720, you might want to check, and if it's got a metal gear, you're in luck. You know that the gear is going to survive for many years. And I don't know why they changed to plastic. I guess it's something to do with noise reduction, lubrication, so you don't have to lubricate as often and things like that. But you can clearly see there, we're just getting a little bit of shine on the gear there. Just there, you can see it's metal. Now, just because that gear is metal doesn't mean you're out of the woods, because there are plenty of other plastic gears in this model. And if we have a look here, you can see we've got the top shaft here driving a vertical shaft down there, and they are plastic gears. So if they fail, you've obviously got issues there. If you can find replacement gears, you're in luck. So as long as the gears are available, the machine can be repaired. And I do get a lot of comments from people saying, "Oh, you just 3D print them," like it's really trivial. But it's all well and good to say 3D print them, but you've actually got to design the 3D print job based on exact measurements of these gears. And I guess that would take a fair bit to reproduce all the dimensions of the gears there. Not too sure how much work that would take, but I don't think it would be a trivial task. Another gear here, plastic. I'm saying plastic, could be nylon. I'm not sure exactly what material that would be. But yeah, there's other plastic gears on this model as well. Just got the machine on its back there. We've got more plastic gears here, another two. So that's the vertical shaft coming down from the top shaft, driving the bottom shaft here. Plastic gears there. And we've also got plastic gears here, one there and one in behind down that you can't see. Another one there that drives this hook drive gear here, plastic gear there, and also a plastic gear on the underside of the hook. You might just be able to see it there, a little bit of light on it. That one that you can see just down in here. Also did a video on how to recover one that's not too badly broken up. And the other plastic piece that can fail is the little bobbin winder engaging mechanism here, this one here. That can crack as well, but that one looks pretty good. So, you know, that's the general check I do on a machine like this when it comes in for service. And that's really just so that, you know, if there's any major issues with the machine, I know, you know, not to go ahead with the repair if it's going to be extremely expensive or very difficult to repair. So yeah, that's about it really. I don't have too much more to say on that, but I'm going to go ahead and service this one, get it back to the customer. It runs beautifully. Yeah, I'm sure she'll be pleased to get it back. I had a wee chat to her about this machine, and she said that she bought it, so it's one owner. She bought it in the 1960s, I think probably the late 60s, and she said it cost her 2 weeks pay. So they weren't a cheap machine. So, you know, that's a fair amount. You know, if you take the average income today and take 2 weeks of that pay, it gives you an idea of what the machine's worth in today's money. But certainly well made. It's a German one, and a beautiful little machine. So yeah, that's about it for this one. Just a quick one there. Thanks very much for watching. Thank you very much to my patrons. Your support is greatly appreciated, and we'll catch you in the next one.